Welcome back to AM Northwest. If you struggle to get your teens to pitch in at home during the summer, our next guest has tips to help. We welcome back the author of Staying Connected with Your Teen, family therapist Yshai Boussi. This is a problem that has been happening for, forever.
Yeah.
I can't get it out. Anyway, but yeah, my kids did it and they're grown now.
And their kids will do it.
Yes, and their kids will do it. Exactly. Okay,
Yeah.
but you have some great tips. And the first one is get clear about why pitching in is important.
Yeah, because it is so frustrating that, it really is. Like, we just talk to other parents. It's like, my kids don't want to, or they complain, or they whine, or they do a terrible job, or they try to get out of it, or whatever.
They try to get out of it by doing a terrible job.
Sometimes, and if we're honest, it's easier to do it ourselves, which is, sometimes we just do it. Sometimes I have completely done this.
Yeah.
I'll just do it because it's just easier, less arguing, less frustration, and it's going to be done better. However, we have to think about the why in order to work through that frustration. Why are we asking them to do it? It's not about the clean countertop or the unloaded dishwasher. The reason we want our kids to do chores, we want them to experience a sense of contributing to a community, self-esteem, self-confidence, life skills. We want them to be a good partner and a good housemate when they're older. And to do that, you have to learn how to do this.
Yes.
There's a lot that comes. It's not about the outcome. It's about the process of contributing.
Do you tell your teens about all those things that you just told me about? Do you tell them because you need to be able to be a part of this house and
Sure.
Or do they care?
But whatever. I just still don't want to do it. It won't move. It might not move the needle because we do explain.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it's like they still don't want to do it.
No.
So there has to be a point. It can help to take the edge off of it. The reason it's important to think about that is it takes the edge off of us. It allows me to be more patient when I remember, it is going to take longer. It's going to be more work, but I'm doing this because I'm helping them develop maturity and more skills.
That's a very good way to look at it. Okay, and the second tip is to be sure to clarify what the expectations are. This is key.
It is. Kids, and some more than others, they need to, we'll make the mistake of I want you to clean up the kitchen. That's your job.
Right.
And then you come back and it's like, there's one dish that was put in the dishwasher and a towel picked up off the floor, thrown on the, on the counter. It's like, I did what? I put that away and well, okay, we need to get clear. Let's talk about what it means to clean the kitchen. What did you hear me say? You can ask your kid that. Let's make sure we're on the same page. It means you empty the garbage. It means the sink is empty. It means you wipe off the countertop.
Right.
Or something like that, right?
That's
so clarify, make sure you're on the same page. Because that's one reason there's tension and conflict is they thought they were doing the thing and we were not on the same page about what the expectations were.
Yeah, this dates back to when I was a kid and cleaning the bathroom. And I'm like, I thought it was clean, but my mom didn't.
Right.
So, third tip is be prepared for some grumpiness at first. At first.
And second and third, maybe. But it does get better. I can and I think one of the things is, first of all, we have to appreciate, remember when we were kids?
Yeah.
Who wants to do chores? It's not fun, especially for when you're talking about adolescents or preteens where they've got this reward system and this dopamine where it's like they don't like things that aren't fun and they love things that are fun. And so it's like, well, I could play video games or hang out with my friends or do this. It's not even close.
Right.
We feel that way, but it's more extreme, the gap for them. So they might be grumpy. They might not want to do it. And they'll complain. The way to get through that, though, is recognize the more consistent we are, the more you stick with it, that grumpiness will decrease over time.
Okay.
So, but just prepare. And again, that helps us when we know, okay, here it comes.
Yeah.
They're going to give me attitude, and it's not personal, and it's okay.
Right.
And I just have to stick with it.
Yes. Okay. Fourth tip is lean on consistency and routine.
That's what I think. That helps a lot. I think because we get a lot of the conflict comes from they're not prepared for it. They're like, okay, today I'm going to just randomly ask you to vacuum, and they haven't vacuumed in a month just because I don't feel like it or I'm tired. Not unreasonable if it was just two adults.
Right.
But for kids, it's like they will do better if it's like, okay, Saturdays are vacuum day. Every 2 weeks on Sunday I've got to clean my room. Every Tuesday I got to take the garbage and recycling out.
Okay.
It'll just be easier if you can have some routine and structure, there'll be
Definitely.
less bickering.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love that consistency piece. And then finally, be sensitive to your teen's capacity.
Yeah, anyone that has 2 kids, I have 2 kids, they're different.
Completely.
One is more flexible and like, sure, they can
Yeah.
roll with things, and another one not so much, you
Right.
know, and so needs a little more. So, and there's so many moving parts happening with kids in terms of their brain, their stress level, their capacity in any given moment. Some moments they have like maybe they didn't sleep well the night before, or something happened at school, and they're like the slightest thing, they're gonna have a meltdown. We have to pay attention to that. And then other times they can do a little more. And so
Right.
recognizing that, it doesn't mean if they're having a really hard day, then like you don't have to help out, but it just means I might need to be a little more patient, you might need a little more time, or maybe we adjust and say, okay, then you're gonna do 2 chores tomorrow if you're not gonna do your 1 chore today.
Oh,
like
that's
it's
good.
okay to be flexible based on where they're at. If they just can't do it because they're just
Right.
falling apart, we gotta think about, not start punishing, but think about, how do I help you get more calm? How do we figure this out?
Yeah.
How do we, no chores, and not like, oh, you have ADHD, so you don't have to do anything. It's like, you need more support. Maybe we need to make lists, charts, but
Oh,
you still
yeah.
have to do it.
Support them where they are.
Meet
love that.
them where they are, support them where they are.
All great tips. You were so filled with insights. I love it, Yshai. His book, again, is Staying Connected with Your Teen. We're going to have a link to more information about Yshai on our website at katu.com. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll be right back with more AM Northwest. Stay right there.